BBC Hooniverse.
Hello and welcome to the official, and I repeat, official final episode in the fan series. And the reason why I say it's official is because yesterday I mentioned cosplay, and then I thought, oh yeah, that was going to be the final episode, but then I realised I need to talk about cosplay. So cosplay, or costume play, is where fans dress up as their favourite doctor, villain, master, companion, and sometimes TARDIS, depending on who you talk to. Now, the reason why I want to talk about it, and I want to talk about it briefly, because there's not a lot you can talk about on this subject, is there's a small selection of people that fit into the category of fan film, fan series, fan audio drama, but then take their fan creations, turn them into a costume, and walk around Comic Cons, or Comic Con based events, and others that have sort of a similar tone to like Whoville, Gallifrey 1. I can't think of any others that are Comic Cons really. But the point I'm getting at is that people upload them online, people share them online, but because for fan films and fan series you need your own costume, then they're taking that on the road when they go to these conventions, which I think from an online standpoint, that is an interesting way to interact with fans of Doctor who are also fans of your online Doctor Who series and fan film. So I think it's a fascinating way to do it, and it's a unique angle on the story. It's a unique angle on how to approach sharing your stuff online. Some of them, there is one woman that loves recreating Jodie Whittaker. Personally, she's American, so I think that the costume is spot on. The reason why I say it's American, because the costume's a British costume, I would have assumed it would have been easier to get the stuff in the UK. I don't know how she's got the stuff, but she's done it accurately as anything. The accent, she's done spot on. And the mannerism and the excitement, it's all spot on, but she films herself online pretending she is the Doctor, and that is all spot on. So, I mean, it just proves a point that no one knew needed proving, but once you know it's proven, boy oh boy, is it brilliant, right? And I think a lot of these costumes, a lot of these accents, a lot of these portrayals are really good. In both camps, we're doing stuff from the main show or the audio dramas, to the fans are getting their own costumes out from their stuff they've made and bringing it to life. Everyone does an excellent job in this field, and I mean, it's a bumpy field, and I think that it just works so incredibly well. And you can't argue that. Literally. You can't argue it. And most of the time, I don't think anyone wants to argue it. It's that amazing. It's that amazing. It's that incredible. And it's mega. I can't at all blame anyone for how incredible it is. And you don't want to blame anyone for anything, because cosplay is incredible. When you look at the dedication, not just for Doctor Who, but for every franchise, every product, everything is all incredible. We went to London Comic Con once, and there was a bloke in a giant sack. I have no idea what game, program, film, comic, what it was from, but it looked incredible, right? And things like that help to make those events so more magical. It's like if you went to Disneyland and everyone dresses up as their favourite Disney prince, princess, creature, villain, then it would just be magical even more than it already is. And so, that is really the final episode of The Fans, a 4-part series where I talk about fan films, fan audio dramas, fan series, Doctor Who discussion people, Doctor Who unboxers and reviewers, and Doctor Who rankers, if that's a word. Then I talked about Doctor Who podcasters, the podcast I couldn't remember yesterday, but I found it and continue listening to it, was called Reverse Polarity, an excellent Doctor Who podcast. And today we spoke about Doctor Who cosplayers, who were dressed up as the Doctor, the companions, the villains, the aliens, the Master, the spin-offs, the other spin-offs, the audio drama spin-off. They do everything possible. And so, that's where we leave The Fans for now. There won't be an omnibus for a month, a year, or even forever. There might be a Bingo Bob omnibus if he has something to add to this series, or it might be an Albert Philpotts Bingo Bob if he has something to add to this series. But other than that, thank you for listening, watching, or whatever you do. Bye-bye.
Don't forget to subscribe to the official Tom Mason YouTube channel